How's it going? I'm Ryan. Today I'm going to go over the one trade that I took on M&Q. I had one trade today. It was a nice win, so left it at that. Didn't really chase anything else. A little bit of a choppy day today going into the FOMC interest rate decision tomorrow, so kind of expect some volatility there. Um, Quick note, I'm working part-time, so some of these days I cannot stream and trade. Today I didn't stream, but I did trade. I'll try to look to do that 2 or 3 times per week. But with that being said, let's take a look at the one trade that I did take today. This is also on an older contract. I realized I was trading the previous contracts on NQ, so need to update those, and I will do so. But I wanted to keep these up for now for this video so we can look at what I was actually looking at when I was taking this trade. So a level that I had been watching, we have the green and the red indicating yesterday's highs and lows, always something important to watch. But a level that I have been watching for a while now is this 19,500. If I extend this, you will see why. If I bring that back, you can kind of see we've had bounce, 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 broke it, resistance, resistance, support, 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 resistance up in here, broke above it, support, then we recently broke above it again. So that was kind of a big level that we were at, that and yesterday's high combined. Prices opening up above both of them. A little bit of strength in the aftermarket, pre-market. You know, we had this temporary kind of downtrend. We've reversed and we're starting to make our way back up, kind of climbing these levels, right? And so if we look at the open of the day, we open up right in here, kind of right around pre-market high, test out that pre-market high, reject, and then come down into this 19,500 level. So this candle didn't do it for me, came down and just kind of touched it and wicked off. But this candle really did it because it tried to sell down lower, almost got to that yesterday high, tried to sell down lower, and then got pushed right back up, held that level beautifully. And I entered a long position with 3 contracts right after. My entry was 19,501 to be exact, right in here. So pretty killer entry there for that move up. I had 2 profit targets. One was right in here at this like 527 area. We just had a lot of candle bodies and wicks in that area. It was kind of the most recent low here. You see this low here and this low here. So I was targeting that. That was over a 20-point move. I think it's 27 points from my entries where I got filled. So somewhere in here was my first. Like I said, I took 3 contracts. I trimmed 2 at this first profit target, and then I left 1 more. And my remainder, I had at 19,550, so right up here, nice whole number, as well as you see the confluence up here. Right? We have this wick, we have all these candle bodies and wicks in here. Same thing, candle closes, candle opens here as well. So just kind of the next level that you can see some liquidity at, right? So this is kind of the first level I see some liquidity. This is that second level. If we do get that bounce, I'm expecting price to hit here. If it keeps pushing, hit here. And then, you know, next might be somewhere in here, and then eventually up in towards that pre-market high. So left 1 remaining contract for that move, and that was a 50-point move. Up over $3,000 on the demo account. So we've been growing it pretty steadily. And today it was about $200 profit, a little under, I think it's 192 with contracts, fees, and everything. And yeah, so super happy with that. Could be happier with the way that the trade was executed today. My stop loss, let's talk about that. Since it was a winning trade, I was going over what went well. If it had gone wrong, my stop loss was not quite at the bottom of this wick, but somewhere down in here. It was right in here, and it was about a 20-point stop loss. So I was risking 20 points because my first take profit was 27 points. My second take profit was 50 points. So risking 20 points for, you know, almost 30 and then almost 50-point trims. Not too bad, you know, looking at over 1-to-1 on that first trim, and then over a 2-to-1, a 2.5-to-1 on that second trim in terms of risk to reward on this trade. Really, I would have cut it. Like I said, it's about a 20-point loss, but had we just continued to sell right through this level, I would have gotten out. when I took that first trim, I should say that I also moved up break-even stop loss for my remaining runner. So I just moved my stop loss to this point right here. Luckily, we didn't, we kind of got a little close right here. We actually nearly stopped me out. I think we were about like 3 points off right there. But we were able to come up and hit that final take profit. So small position size, I think I'm feeling more comfortable taking a smaller position size, say 3 contracts rather than 5, and then holding those for bigger moves, looking at like 30. I got 50 points on that second trim. So trying to take these bigger moves. Another part of this, so I was watching the hourly for the levels, but another part was also this 15-minute. So I've been using the 15-minute as well, and you can see when we get those 15-minute closes holding this level before, we've looked pretty good. We got this big wick down and closed above on that 15-minute, which also gave me some confidence to hold that we were going to see a move back up into kind of the top of this range, like up in here, kind of where we've seen price move towards previously. So just kind of using previous price action and then current price action, and using previous levels to determine, stop loss, take profits, using current price action to determine whether I want to enter the trade long or short. But that bullish move up higher and then the pull back to this level and holding that level was really what did it for me as well. So as well as you can see in previous days, we've had similar price action, right? So this is from 4 days ago. Same thing you see on the 15-minute. Once we break above it, we're getting wicks here. We're holding it as support and getting big moves off that level multiple times. So when we're looking like we're going to get those lower wicks, that we've tested that level and closed above it, the buyers are strong in that area. That has been shown to be a strong support or resistance depending on what side of price action is on. Yeah, it was fairly simple, nothing too crazy, just a one and done trade. But trying to be more consistent. I'm growing the account slowly but surely. If this was a challenge account, I would have been funded by now. It's a $3,000 profit goal with a $2,500 drawdown limit on the 50K Apex accounts that I was trying to get funded earlier this year. I blew 2 of them. I filled 2 challenge accounts. So switched over to demo, and look at that. it would have worked out. So still trying to, I think with the lack of consistency with work and everything, not being able to trade too regularly, I'm not, just jumping to get right back into a funded account, but I am looking to kind of refine some things, continue to work on what works for me, and then go from there, and then try to get back to getting back to funded, eventually scaling that to multiple accounts, etc. And then hopefully we can make this thing, the full-time gig. But that's all I got for you. Thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. I trade live kind of sporadically nowadays, sadly. But usually about 2 to 3 days per week, I'll be trying to live stream and then make a recap video. Thank you again for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Peace out.